already loved by others.
Hello, welcome to Monday Moments, your weekly dose of inspiration and positivity. I think I have a cicada that's joining us today. Well, in this episode, we're going to dive back into the powerful realm of self-awareness. Last week, we had a very general introduction about what self-awareness is. Remember, self-awareness is understanding your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and how they align with your values and goals, as well as how others perceive you. The more self-awareness you have, the better that you understand yourself, the better decisions that you will make. And let's face it, better decisions lead to a better outcome, which results in a better feeling life, in a life that's more true with who you are and what you want to contribute to the planet. Greater self-awareness helps you learn how to manage your emotions better. And this can be very important in your personal relationships or at work. Learning to manage your emotions is a very important skill. And I'm not talking about suppressing your emotions. I'm just talking about managing them. I don't believe any emotion is right or wrong. It just is. You know, you're having a feeling, but why are you having that feeling? And then if the root of the reason that you're having that feeling is unresolved trauma or unresolved pain or misperception based on misinformation, then those emotions need to be managed or they can sabotage the good in your life. Increased self-awareness also helps you build empathy. I mean, if you can't understand why you do what you do, then how are you going to understand how others feel and why they do what they do? And let's face it, our planet right now could use some more empathy. We need to be able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and understand that we all deserve to be happy. But before we can build that empathy, we have to have a clear understanding of what we're feeling, why we're feeling it. In an effort to develop more self-awareness myself, I have been reading a book called Insight. This is by Tasha Eurich. I will leave a link in the description to this book where you can purchase it on Amazon. She also did a TED Talk, and that was really encouraging and eye-opening, and I highly recommend that. I will leave a link for that as well. But the thing that she realized when she did this work was that the majority of people who believe they're self-aware are really not self-aware. So she went about to discover, how can we learn how to be more self-aware when we already think we are? There are many ways to build self-awareness, and we're going to go through a lot of those. But today, I just wanted to touch on 2 or 3, is to notice your own personal patterns. An example would be in Tasha's book, she shares her own personal epiphany that she had about a pattern in her life. She travels a lot for research. She goes all over the world to research different groups of people. Every time that she went somewhere, it was usually some remote place, you know, it wasn't like a major city with a big airport. She was going into these obscure places where maybe her and the other passengers were in one van after they left the airport, and their luggage was in another van. And maybe they arrived at their destination, and then an hour later, their luggage arrived. But she noticed that every time she left the airport and was separated from her luggage, she would get this incredible anxiety. And for several trips in a row, her luggage always showed up and everything was fine. But there was this one trip where she arrived, everybody's luggage arrived except hers. And she had a meltdown. She realized, every time I'm separated from my luggage, I have this incredible anxiety. What is that about? And she realized, okay, this is an issue for me. This is a pattern. But I want to use self-awareness to manage this, because she didn't want to stop traveling. She didn't want to stop going to all these places and doing this research. So she wanted to find a more peaceful way to be able to deal with this pattern. The next trip, she's not separated from her luggage. She is in a truck with a few other people, and their luggage is in the back of the pickup. But on their way, a torrential downpour happens. She looks out the back window and she sees her luggage. So this time she's with her luggage, but it is getting soaked and everything inside of it is getting soaked. And she felt that feeling coming and that fear and that anxiety. And she was just like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. And because she had become self-aware about this issue, she was able to calm herself down. She was able to keep her peace. And when she got to her destination, she dealt with it. So that's just a small way that recognizing your patterns can help you become more self-aware. And of course, in recognizing those patterns, then you're able to be proactive about ways you can manage your feelings and you can manage your behaviors. You feel better.
And who doesn't want to feel better? I believe that is the biggest benefit from becoming more self-aware. Remember Dr. Tasha Urich's book? Now, I am in no way affiliated with her organization. I just have a desire to increase my own self-awareness. While reading this book, I discovered Dr. Urich has developed an insight quiz, and I'm going to take it. It measures your current level of self-awareness. I'm going to share my results with you in an upcoming video. So please be sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss it. And it may be that I'm not as self-aware as I think I am.